Shaping the World with Sound, the Pearl and Milab story. In the 1930s in Sweden, a young man named Rune Rosander began experimenting with microphone technology. From humble beginnings in his Stockholm apartment, he founded Pearl Mikrofonlaboratorium in 1941, a venture that would shape the world of sound. During the Second World War, importing components to Sweden was nearly impossible. Rune turned to innovation, growing Rochelle salt crystals in his own home that he could use to build his microphones. As the war ended, the demand for microphones soared, and Pearl found its place in the post-war economic boom. In the 1950s, a whole new range of microphones were introduced, including both dynamic and condenser models, such as the RD32. Rune also introduced an innovative new capsule design, the world's first rectangular microphone capsule, and launched two new tube models with a new capsule in 1958, the Pearl 8CK and the Pearl C2. Rune hired the young Bernt Malmqvist, who would help push Pearl to new heights, and then they relocated the company to the south of Sweden, where they hired a growing team of talented individuals. Due to the name Pearl already being registered in foreign markets, they decided to create a new brand for the international market. That resulted in the creation of Milab in 1980. Milab was run by Rune's son Hans and Bernt as production manager. As time passed, their vision for the future diverged. Milab went off on its own, and Pearl, meanwhile, stayed under Rune's leadership, focusing on research and development. Milab quickly gained international recognition with the release of the LC25. And when the VIP50 was released in 1984, it became favored by legends like Ray Charles and Quincy Jones. Even Michael Jackson gave special thanks to Milab in the liner notes of his 1991 album Dangerous. When Rune decided to retire from Pearl in 1987, he offered to sell his beloved company to Bernt Malmqvist, who left Milab and took over Pearl together with his wife Margita. With Bernt at the helm, Pearl started developing new microphones, and over the years Bernt would go on to develop the 22 series and the ELM series with a spectacular extended rectangular capsule. In 1993, Milab was acquired by TN Development and moved the production to Helsingborg. During this era, Milab's new head of R&D, Per-Ove Almeflug, developed several new models, like the VM44 and the LSR 3000. His work on improving the rectangular capsule design led to the launch of the best-selling DC-196 in 2006. After decades of operating as separate entities, Pearl and Milab were reunited in 2017 under new leadership. Bernt, after 63 years in the microphone business, passed the torch, reuniting the two legendary brands once more. In 2024, Milab and Pearl moved into a new state-of-the-art production facility in Helsingborg, Sweden. From the crystals grown in a small Stockholm apartment to microphones used by the world's greatest artists, Pearl and Milab's legacy continues to shape the sounds we hear today. Together once more, they move into the future filled with the same pioneering spirit that began over 80 years ago, taking a legacy of sound into a future of possibilities.